Akash Inti, the real reflection of you. You know, I'm walking right now through the woods, through the Watchung Reservation, one of my favorite places to be, and really expansive more than anything. Every single time I come here, I discover a new piece of the trail. And I've been here upteens of times, easily hundreds of times, perhaps even thousands. And what surprises me, even though it almost kind of doesn't, is that every single time I come here, I notice something different. I notice a new path, a new trail. I notice the differences of the leaves depending on the season, depending on the weather. And I notice the things that move around me. Everything from the plants, which do in fact move, to the animals, to the wind, to myself. What I find fascinating about this more than anything is that it reminds me of the importance of movement in life and how much the way we move impacts the way that we view the world. I remember going to the Wharton Healthcare Conference, a healthcare conference run by the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania, highly renowned business school that a lot of Wall Streeters go to. And what was talked about for that particular year that I was there, this was maybe a couple years ago, was this idea of challenging the status quo. And the way I had interpreted and understood that of challenging the status quo was, well, you got to challenge the status quo. So I took the conference itself. I viewed that conference, I viewed the way people were acting there as the status quo. Whereas maybe others may have been like, oh, by even coming to this conference, I'm challenging the status quo. I was like, let me challenge the status quo of this conference itself. Because the people who are here are the status quo. And, well, how did I go about doing that? One was with the way I moved. I didn't move in the ways that everyone else was. Now, I wasn't like crawling on the floor or stuff like this, but I certainly wasn't walking the same way other people were. I wasn't taking those same patterns of movements. No, not at all. And that's who I am. That's what I do. I don't do these same movements that other people do. I don't find anything innovative about that. I don't find anything interesting. I don't find anything intriguing about that. I find that rather boring, actually. To see that everyone's moving in a certain way and, oh, well, I'm going to move this way too. Because if I do that, then I'm not changing anything. I'm not being who I am. And by being who I am, I mean, I know I'm a change maker. I know I'm an agent of change. That's fundamental. It's in my blood. It's in my bones. It's in my being. So by doing what everyone else does, well, that's not me. And these are important pieces, components to have in the puzzle. Now, it is important to have others who do follow suit for sure. But the volume of it is just, it's too high. You see, I don't think we should follow suit of others by doing exactly what they do, but by becoming inspired by what they do and how they do things, and taking that perspective of, oh, this person does it this way, well, cool, and they do this particular aspect really, really well. Well, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even have that mindset. I didn't have that mind, that way of viewing things in the world. And so by taking inspiration from someone, by seeing, oh, this person does it this way and these are the results that they get, I'm going to try doing it my own way and see the results that I get. Knowing that we are agents of change and that we can change anything. We can create things to be however they want to be. We can fix those problems. We can solve old problems. But we're not going to solve the old problems by doing the same thing that those before us did. That's not how you solve the problem of today. That's how you solve the problem of yesterday. And the problem that you solved of yesterday led to a new problem of today, which you're not going to use the same tools to solve, because if you did, well, we wouldn't have this problem. Why am I passionate about this? Because it's something that it pisses me off to see people do the same things. It's like, come on, dude, I'm not here. You're not here at this particular time in the world, on earth, to be doing the same thing that someone else did 20, 30 years ago, even 10 years ago, especially since the world is only accelerating. You can't do the same things that people did before you. You can draw upon the inspiration, yes. You can draw upon that mindset. You can see things in a similar fashion, but you cannot do the things that they did, because it's useless. And we have so much more to express within us than that. So my message for today to myself is, Akash Inti, challenge the status quo. Challenge the movements of others. Create your own movements. Move in ways that no one has ever seen before. Move in ways that inspire others to find their own methods of movement. And notice the movements of those around you who continue to inspire you. And let them do that exactly. Let them inspire you. Keep up, thrive, and stay sexy.